Well, Riggs and Murtaugh are back yet again, cause here's number 3, my friends. That's right, here's my review of Lethal Weapon 3. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1992 buddy cop flick Lethal Weapon 3, released by Warner Bros., once again directed by Richard Donner, and this time written by Jeffrey Boehm and Robert Mark Kamen. Anyway, the third Lethal Weapon flick, released 3 years after Lethal Weapon 2. We have Mel Gibson and Danny Glover back as Martin Riggs and Roger Murtaugh again, plus Joe Pesci's back as Leo Getz, plus we have some new additions including Lorna Coyle, played by Rene Russo, and this time the two sergeants themselves, Riggs and Murtaugh, are pursuing a former LAPD lieutenant turned ruthless arms dealer during the 6 days prior to Murtaugh's retirement. And this time, but also they're not alone. They're joined by Leo Getz from the last film, as well as Internal Affairs Sergeant Lorna Cole. Now, get ready for this. But first, if you haven't seen my reviews for the first 2 movies, click on that card and it'll take you to the Lethal Weapon playlist. So that way you can catch what you might miss or see them again if you'd like. Okay? Alright, let's get started. A week before his retirement, LAPD Sergeant Roger Murtaugh and his partner Martin Riggs are demoted to uniform duties after failing to defuse an office building bomb. While on street patrol, they witness the theft of an armored car and help to thwart the crime assisted by armored car driver Dolores. One of the 2 thieves gets away, but the other is taken into police custody. The suspect is found to be a known associate of Jack Travis, a former LAPD lieutenant who is running an arms smuggling ring in LA. The department is further concerned that the thieves were using armor-piercing bullets. Riggs and Murtaugh are re-promoted and assigned to work with Sergeant Lorna Cole from Internal Affairs to track down Travis. Travis is currently negotiating with mobster Tyrone regarding his arms deal. The armored car thief that escaped is brought to Travis, who subsequently kills him in front of Tyrone for putting the police on his trail. Travis then uses his old police credentials to enter the interrogation room and kill the suspect in custody before he can be interviewed. Travis is unaware that closed-circuit cameras have been installed in the station, and Cole is able to confirm Travis's identity. While the 3 are reviewing the footage, their good friend Leo Getz, who has been helping Murtaugh sell his house, arrives and immediately recognizes Travis from several prior business deals and his love of ice hockey. Murtaugh, Riggs, and Getz narrowly miss capturing Travis at a hockey match, and Getz is wounded. However, Getz manages to provide them with information of a warehouse Travis owns, which they suspect is where he has stored his arms shipment. Riggs and Murtaugh contact Cole for backup before they raid the warehouse and stop at a food truck to wait for her. As they wait for their food, they witness a drug deal and attempt to stop it. Murtaugh kills a gunman who fired at them while the rest escape. Murtaugh recognizes the gunman, Daryl, a close friend of his son Nick. With Murtaugh emotionally distraught, Riggs and Cole head to the warehouse where they successfully secure his next arms shipment delivery. That night, Riggs and Cole find they have feelings for each other and sleep together. Ooh. Riggs later finds a guilt-ridden Murtaugh drunk in his boat and consoles him in time for Daryl's funeral. There, Daryl's father passionately insists that Murtaugh find the person responsible for giving Daryl the gun. Well, Cole finds that Daryl's gun, the armor-piercing bullets, and the arms they recovered were originally in police custody, meant to be destroyed. and were stolen by Travis. They revoke his credentials from the system. They further tie the guns to Tyrone and interrogate him, but he directs them to an auto garage where many of his henchmen work from. Riggs, Murtaugh, and Cole are able to arrest several of the men. Meanwhile, Travis has one of his men hack into the computer system to find another arms storage area. He then forces Captain Murphy under gunpoint to take him to this new facility so he can steal the guns using Murphy's credentials. Cole finds the evidence of hacking and Murphy's absence, and the three, along with a rookie cop, Edwards, who looks up to Riggs and Murtaugh, intercept Travis. They are able to rescue Murphy and stop Travis and his men before he can take the weapons, but Edwards is killed during their pursuit. Alright, now for the ending. You know the procedure. Like always, you have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue on. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Getz provides information on a housing development owned by Travis's shell company. Riggs, Murtaugh, and Co. infiltrate the site at night and enter a large-scale gunfight. Riggs sets the construction site on fire, and most of Travis's men are killed, while Travis wounds Cole. When Travis uses a bulldozer to chase down Riggs, using its blade as a bullet shield, Murtaugh tosses Daryl's gun, now loaded with the armor-piercing bullets, to Riggs, who then shoots and kills Travis through the blade. After finding out Cole wore 2 layers of Kevlar vests, Riggs admits his love for her as she is taken away in a chopper. The next day, Murtaugh's family is celebrating his retirement when Murtaugh reveals to Getz that he has decided to not sell the house and stay with the Force. Excuse me. Preserving his partnership with Riggs. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, don't mind the noise going up there, okay? And as the film ends, Riggs announces his relationship with Cole to Murtaugh. End of story. So what did I think of Lethal Weapon 3? Well, I'm going to say it's pretty good in ways. I know this kind of got mostly mixed to positive response, unlike the last two, but nonetheless, the film still did pretty well, and what have you, and all that jazz and what have you. Now, it has been released on physical media as well, including director's cut. I never didn't find out about that, but anyway. But anyway, it would be the second most successful film for the summer of 1992 after Batman Returns. So this kind of means I'm celebrating its 30th anniversary a little early. It came out in May of 92. And became the 5th most profitable film of the year. And it would also go on to be the highest grossing film in the Lethal Weapon franchise to date, making $320 million worldwide. But anyway, now, even so, according to Rotten Tomatoes critics' consensus, it reads that Murtaugh and Riggs remain an appealing partnership, but the film struggles to give them a worthy new adventure as it cranks up the camp along with the mean-spiritedness. That's understandable. It may have got a bit of campiness and what have you, but hey, I managed to get through that movie. It was still pretty fun, though. Anyway, the score, once again done by Michael Kamen, along with Eric Clapton and David Sanborn, was very good. And it really got some pretty good songs, including a few collabs Eric Clapton did, one with Sting and the other with Sir Elton John. There would also be Lethal Weapon video games, but it was just titled Lethal Weapon, not Lethal Weapon 3. Well, but they were released in conjunction with this film's release, appearing on the original Nintendo as well as the Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Amiga, Atari ST, and Commodore 64. There was also a Lethal Weapon 3 video game. well, not video game, pinball game. Whoops, my mistake. Yeah, it's a pinball game. I've seen that at a laundromat. Never played it though, but I've seen that before. Now, as so, the story isn't too bad. I know it could be a little better, but oh well. Overall, it still had a lot of fun though. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover once again are great as Riggs and Martel. Joe Pesci once again is good as gets. With the addition of Rene Russo as Lorna Cole, yeah, she's good. She would return for the fourth one because surprisingly, we got a fourth one 6 years later. Stuart Wilson plays Jack Travis, who is pretty good, pretty good in ways. Steve Kahan once again returns as Captain Murphy, and Darlene Love once again plays Marta's wife Trish. Anyway, and there's lots of others and what have you, so that's pretty cool. And I like them, the cast and what have you. Their performances weren't too bad. But with everything said about this film, would I recommend Lethal Weapon 3? I'd say maybe just to be on the safe side, if you do want to see this, I think give it maybe a one-time watch. But well, that is if you're a hardcore fan of this franchise, or if you just want to be curious. But again, just to be on the safe side, give it a one-time watch, okay? Because I know this might have gotten mixed response in my but still, it's overall got some fun stuff and what have you. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on Lethal Weapon 3 in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you a review of Lethal Weapon 4 plus a ranking of all 4 films. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, watch my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my spoiler-free review for Bad Boys for Life. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Die Hard from 1988, which I will be reviewing the sequel sometime this year, maybe. Or if you want something else, you can go to the with a little bit more oddness or craziness or campiness. See my review for Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 from 1983 in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.